Hi everyone, I am Sharani, PG and Research Department of Economics, A.D.M. College, Autonomous NAGAPATTINam. My topic is managerial skills and communications. What is communications? Communications is the sending and receiving of informations and can be one and one or between groups of peoples and can be face to face through communications devices. Communications acquire a center, the persons who initiates communications to transfer their thought or encode a message. Communications is the process of conveying informations, ideas or feelings through various means including verbal and non-verbal methods. It involves a center transmitting a message to a receiver who then interprets and responds to it. Effective communications ensure that the message is understood as intended by the center. Importance of communications. Building relationships. Communication is essential for building and maintaining relationships, both personal and professionals. Collaborations and cooperation. Effective communications facilitates teamwork and cooperations in various settings. Decision making. Clear communications help in making informed decisions and solving problems. Learning and growth. Communications allows for the exchange of knowledge and ideas, fostering learning and personal development. Social interactions. It is the foundations of social interactions and allows us to connect with others. In essence, communications is a dynamic process that enables us to connect with others, share information and building understanding. Four types of communication. First one, verbal communications, non-verbal communications, written communications and visual communications. Verbal communications, these types involves using spoken words to convey messages. It can include conversations, presentations, speech and phone calls. Non-verbal communications. This type relies on body language, facial expressions, tone of voice and others used to communicate without words. It often accompanies verbal communications, adding depth and new of the message. Written communications. This type involves using written text to share information. Examples include emails, letters, reports and text messages. Visual communication. This type uses visual elements like chart, graphs, image and videos to convey information. It can be a powerful way to simplify complex informations or evoke emotions. Characteristics of communications. First one, communications involves at least two persons. Communications involves at least two persons, the sender and the receiver. The sender sends the message and is known as the communicator. The receiver receives the message and is known as communicate. Number two, communication is two-way process. The process communications is essentially two-way process. It does not merely mean sending and receiving messages. It is not complete unless and until the message has been understood by the receiver in the same sense. Number three, purpose of communication. Message is a must. A message is the subject matter of your communications. Example, the contents, the letter or speech, order, instructions or the suggestions. A communications must convey some message. If there is no message, there is no communications. The basic purpose of communications is to create an understanding. The receiver should understand the message sent to should respond accordingly. Fourth one, form of communications. Communications may take several forms. Example, order, instructions, report, queries, etc. It may be verbal or written. It may be formal or informal. Number five, scope of communications. Communications. All human relationships with essentials in all type of organizations at all levels of management. Number six, communications is dynamic process. Communication is influenced by the mood and thinking of the sender and the receiver. The way a message is accepted depends upon the fact that each of the fine sensory organs of the receiver is active at the time. Number seven, communications is much more than words. Communication is not merely sending or receiving facts expressed in words. Communications may be written, oral or gestural. It also involves ideas and emotions. A lot of communications is done through signs, symbols and gestures. Number 8, Communication's primary purpose is to motivate a response. The primary purpose of communication is to motivate, response, or influence human behavior. There is no doubt that motivations come from within, but communicator can also motivate people by good drafting of message, proper timing of communications, etc. To create understanding, communication should be relevant to the situations. It must always remember that communications is a means of motivating or not an end itself. Number 9, communication is conversational. Communication set up a link between facts, ideas, and this helps the communicator and communicates to progress logically. Number 10, communication is an interdisciplinary science. Communications is to be effective drives knowledge from several sciences like anthropology, study of body language, sociology, study of human behavior, psychology, study of attitude, etc. Number 11, communications may be formal or informal. Formal communications follows the formal channels provided in the organization structure. For example, the managing director communicate with the departmental heads, say finance manager. Finance manager communicate to deputy finance manager. The deputy finance manager with the accounts officer, and so on. In simple words, informal communications. There is no direct communications between the managing director and the accounts clerks. Informal communications flows from informal channels of communications, which are not provided in the organization structure. These channels develop among members because of personal contact through working with each other. Purpose of communications. The purpose of communication is multi-factored but generally boils down to sharing information, ideas, or feeling to achieve specific outcomes. It is the foundations for building relationships, solving problems, influencing others, and even fostering personal growth. Effective communications ensure clarity, reduces misunderstandings, and enables collaborations. Sharing knowledge, conveying fact, data, or insights to educate or update others, providing instructions, giving clear directions or guidance on how to do something, seeking clarifications, asking questions to ensure understanding and avoid ambiguity, expressing emotions, sharing feelings, whether positive, love, joy, or negative, anger, sadness, creating connections, building rapport, empathy, and trust through shared experiences and understanding, resolving conflicts, facilitating dialogue to address disagreements and find common ground, achievement goals, teamwork and collaborations, facilitating coordinated efforts and shared understanding within a group, problem solving, brainstorming ideas, analyzing situations, and developing solutions through open communications, decision making, informing and engaging stakeholders to make informed and collaborative choices, personal growth, self-expression, articulating thoughts, ideas, and feelings to understand oneself better, learning and development, gaining new knowledge, skills, and perspective through communications with others, increasing self-awareness, receiving feedback and reflecting on one's communication styles and its impact. Importance of communications. Personal relationship. Communications is the foundations of strong relationship with family, friends, and romantic partners. It also allows for expressing emotions, sharing experiences, and resolving conflicts. Professional relationship. Effective communications fosters teamwork, collaborations, and understanding in the workplace, leading to increased productivity and positive work environment. Two achieving goals. First one personal goals and next one professional goals. Personal goals. Communicating needs, desire, and aspirations helps in individuals achieve personal goals, whether it is academic, career related to personal development. The another one, professional goals. In the workplace, clear communications ensure that everyone understands their roles, responsibilities, and the overall objectives of the organizations, contributing to success. Enhancing understanding, avoiding misunderstandings. Clear communications minimize misunderstandings and conflicts, leading to smoother interactions and more efficient problem solving. Promoting empathy, effective communications also individuals to understand each other's perspectives and experiences, fostering empathy and creating a more inclusive environment. Facilitating learning, academic success, good communication skills enable students to interact with teachers, ask questions, and participate in class discussions, leading to improved learning outcomes. Knowledge sharing, communication facilitates the sharing of knowledge and ideas, promoting learning and intellectual growth. Process of communications. First is sender, message, encoding, channel, receiver. First one center. The individuals or group initiating the communication. Message, the information's idea for feeling being conveyed. Encoding, the process of converting the message to transmittable from such as words or symbols. Channel, the medium through which the message is sent. Example, speech, writing, email. And another one, receiver, that individuals or group receiving and decoding the message. Decoding, the process of interpreting the received message. Feedback, the receiver's response to the sender indicating understanding or a lack thereof no noise. Any interference that can disturb the communications process. Example, distractions, misunderstandings. The communications process is not linear but rather a dynamic and continuous cycle where feedback plays a crucial role in ensuring clarity and effective exchange of information. Barrier to communications. Barrier to communications are obstacles that hinder the effective exchange of information and understanding between individuals or groups. These barriers can arise from various sources, including physical limitations, language differences, psychological factors, cultural disparities, and organizational structure. Physical barriers. First one, distance. Physical distance can make it challenging to communicate effectively, especially when face-to-face interaction is necessary. Noise. Excessive noise can interfere with the clarity of message, making it difficult to hear and understand what is being said. Environmental factors. Poor lighting, uncomfortable temperature, or other environmental factors can also create distractions and make communications less effective. Language barrier, different language. When individuals speak different language, communication can be severely hampered without transactions and interpretations. Jargon and technical terms. Using overly complex or technical language that is unfamiliar to the recipient can also create barriers. Psychological barriers, emotional states. Emotion like stress, anxiety, or anger can cloud judgment and interfere with the ability to communicate clearly and listen empathetically. Preconceived notions and biases. The ideas, stereotypes, or bases can lead to misinterpretations and misunderstandings. Lack of trust. When there is a lack of trust between individuals, communications can become guarded and less open. Cultural barriers, cultural differences. Variations in communication style, bodies, language, and social customs can lead to misunderstandings and misinterpretations. Different values and benefits. Differences in cultural values and beliefs can also affect how message are received and interpreted. Organizational barriers. Structures. Complex organizational structure with multiple layers of management can hinder the flow of information and create communications bottlenecks. Lack of feedback mechanism. Without people's feedback mechanisms, it can also difficult to assess the effectiveness of communications and identify areas for improvement. Information overload. Being with excessive information can lead to information overload. Principles of effective communications. Clarity. And clarity message should be easy to understand. This involves using simple language, avoiding jargon, and being specific in your wording. Ensure your message is and avoids confusions. Conciseness. Keep your message brief and to the point. Avoid unnecessary words or rambling sentences. Focus on essentials, information, and deliver it efficiently. Considerations or empathy. Think about the receiver of your message. Consider the background, knowledge, and the perspective when crafting of your communications. Tailor your message to their needs and ensure it is relevant to them. Completeness. Ensure your message includes all the necessary information for the receiver to understand it fully and take up appropriate actions. Avoid leaving out key details that might cause confusions. Courtesy. Be polite and respectful in your communications. Use a tone that is appropriate for the situations and avoid language that would be offensive or insensitive. By focusing on these principles, individuals can improve the effectiveness of their communications in various contexts, from personal interactions to personal settings. Benefits of effective communications. Effective communications offer numerous benefits in both personal and professional settings, fostering stronger relationships, improving productivity, and enhancing problem-solving capabilities. It leads to reduced conflict, increased understanding, and a more positive environment overall. Enhance productivity. When expectations are clear and information is shared efficiently and productively. Better problem solving. Clear communications enable individuals to better understand the issues, explore different perspectives, and find mutually beneficial solutions. Role of manager in organizations. A manager plays crucial role in organizations by leading, planning, organization, and controlling resources to achieve company goals. They are responsible for guiding and overseeing teams, ensuring tasks are completed efficiently, and aligning daily operations with broader organizational objectives. The manager also focus on employee development, performance management, and fostering a positive work environment. Planning and goal setting. Managers define objectives, create strategies, and establish plans for teams and individuals to achieve desired outcomes. Organizing and staffing. They organize the resources, delegate tasks, and ensure the right people are in the right roles to execute plans effectively. Leading and motivating. Managers inspire and motivate the members, provide guidance, and foster a positive and productive work environment. Controlling of monitoring. They track performance, manage budget, and make adjustments as needed to ensure goals are met and resources are used efficiently. Decision making. Manager make critical decisions related to hiring, performance evaluations, resource allocations, and problem solving. Communications. They effectively communicate information, provide feedback, and facilitate communications between team members and other stakeholders. Employee development. Managers invest in their team's growth by providing coaching, training, and development opportunities. Conflict resolutions. They address and resolve conflict within this team, fostering an harmonious and productive work environment. Performance management. They conduct regular performance evaluations, provide feedback, and address performance issues to improve individuals and team performance. And next one, representing the team. Managers represent the team's interests and objectives to senior management and other stakeholders. Adaptability. Managers need to be adaptable and able to adjust plans and the strategies in response to changing circumstances. Building trust. They build trust among the members and foster a culture of collaborations and respect. Fostering innovation. Managers encourage innovations and continuous improvement within their teams. In essence, managers are the driving force behind a company's success, ensuring that teams are well organized, motivated, and equipped to achieve their objectives. Level of management. The three common levels of management within organizations are top level, middle level, and lower level management. Each level has distinct roles, responsibilities, and decision-making powers, contributing to the overall success of all the organizations. Top level management responsibilities and are setting organizational goals and objectives, developing overall strategies and making major decisions that affect the entire company. Example, CEO, CFO, Board of Directors, focus long-term planning policy, formulations and organizational directions. Middle level management, responsibility, implementing the strategies and policies set by top management, coordinating activities between different departments and overseeing lower level manager. Example, department heads, project manager, regional manager, focus, executing plans, ensuring smooth operations, and bridging the gap between top and lower management. Lower level management responsibilities. Supervising daily operations, directing the work of employees, and ensuring tasks are completed efficiently. Example, supervisor, team leaders, and foremen focus directing control and ensuring quality of work within their specific teams or departments. Thank you.